Alright, y'all, second to last video. Let's do some 1993 Bowman jumbo packs from the box. Now, I was gifted a partial 1993 Bowman complete set, and I hadn't really done too much with 93 Bowman prior, so I knew I needed to get something to help complete that set. And here it is. The only problem is, as some of you probably know, these early super premium cards, super premium glossy cards, they tend to stick to one another, and it causes a little bit of damage. I call it paint transfer from one card to the other, and we've fallen victim to that quite a bit. So hopefully this time it'll be limited and it won't be anything major. Let's do 2 packs. We're going to do 2 videos, 1 pack per video. So this will be video 1 of 2, packs 1 of 2. 22 card jumbo packs. And we're going to bend these a little bit. You can almost hear, maybe not, but I can feel there's some cards in there that have stuck. What we're doing right now is we're trying to unstick some of those cards. We'll do this some more when we get it opened. Rookies that we're looking for. This is going to be the big one here. Derek Jeter, $30. Made the Hall of Fame in 2020. Got Jason Kendall and Jose Vidro at $2. James Baldwin and Roger Cedeno, 50 cents. Preston Wilson comes in at $1.50. And Andy Pettit's rookie coming in at $8. And there are no error cards where corrected cards were made for the 1993 Bowman set, according to Beckett. So we don't have to worry about any error cards and then getting the corrected cards. Now, I say that because I'm not talking about uncorrected errors. We're just talking about error cards that Bowman went ahead and made corrected versions for. And again, Bowman is basically an offshoot of Topps. As you can see on the back, 1993, the Topps Company Incorporated. So Bowman is basically a Topps product. All right, we start out with Frank Rodriguez, James Mooten, a lot of rookies in these Bowman sets. There always are. Dan Smith, a lot of players we're not going to recognize, or I'm not going to recognize. Tanyan Sturtz, that's one I definitely don't recognize. Gene Shaw, pretty much none of these I recognize so far. Jeff Kent, we've got a little bit of stickage here, and that is because we've got some foil cards coming up. Those, unfortunately, are the worst. Yeah, we've got some paint transfer on the back of the Jeff Kent, unfortunately. There is Jesse Hollins. We've got some paper transfer off of him, unfortunately. That's going to be a top prospect for Mr. Hollins. We've got Javi Lopez. Little bit of paint transfer came off of him. Going to be a player of the year, quite a bit on the back there. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with those cards, if I want to keep them or toss them. There's Greg McMichael, got a bit of paint transfer there. Rob Dibble, now there's a player I recognize. Chad Curtis, Wilson Alvarez, Ruben Sierra, Norm Charlton, Dwayne Ward, Jack Voigt, Scott Liddy, Eric Young, Mike Gulan, Dante Bichette, Jim Abbott, and finally Benji Gill. All right, so we had some cards in the middle there close to these foil cards. We've gotten some paint transfer. We're going to have to take a look at those later and see if that's not something that we can't, if we're going to keep that or if we're going to toss them. But there you have it, folks. Video 1 of 2, pack 1 of 2. 1993 Bowman 22 card jumbo pack from the box. Stay tuned for video 2 of 2 where we open up another.